Judge and timer ready? Thank you. Scars, like accidental tattoos, carry stories that we tell whenever prompted. And because of the storyteller and their personal brushes with varying degrees of danger, each scar will inevitably reflect the keeper's personality. Scars are the shamans of our skin, the storytellers of our flesh, walking reminders of the pain our identities have endured. Now, I present my true scars. See if you can figure out just who I am. As we venture through our lives, we accumulate experiences that will change us forever, whether they be our earliest memories, first days of school, or maybe making a decision that will have an effect on the rest of our lives. Sometimes, from these experiences, we accumulate scars, and often give them meaning as to serve as a reminder for what we've been through and what we've overcome. Through the poems Scars by Anonymous and Jellyfish by Sarah Kay, we explore what scars can truly mean to a person and how they affect us moving forward. See, on my left hand, a tiny slip from 4th grade carving class, my first and last carving class. I kept slipping, kept cutting my hand. The scar was from when I was too embarrassed to ask for another Band-Aid, because after the third one, they kept on making fun of me. See, on my right palm, a piece of pencil had broke off when I jerked my hand away from my first and last 6th grade friend, because he was trying to wipe his boogie on me. See, upon my face, chest, arms, chicken pox craters. I started getting the little poxes on my first and last trip to Orlando, and I thought they were zits, so I kept aggressively popping them. See, on the bottom of my right foot. I stepped on a piece of broken glass when I was running barefoot through the snow for the first and last time. See, that was the joke. Barefoot through the snow. I'm an idiot. See, on my right shin, I fell and slipped while I was playing paintball for the first and second to last time. I went back to see if paintball was the absolute worst thing a human could do with their free time. Turns out it is. Left hand, amateur. Right palm, friendless. Face, chest, arms, naive. Right foot, idiot. My scars, my stupid stories. I'm stuck with them. The mirror's speakers bleed to me daily. Remember, remember, remember. Press the delete key and erase the tales that fill the holes where my skin used to be. Acceptance is understanding. If I could, I'd have excellent scars, received as symbols for love lost, for those lost that I need to be reminded of. The impact they've had on my skin and its expansion into this awkward person, that the landscape of my body is exactly what it is because of them. Stories are deceptions. But if we tell the right ones, then tangible progress is possible. I'm only sorry my scars are not excellent. I promise more awkward accidents. I promise more loss. There will be more pieces of me buried and burned, scraped and scorned. And they're reserved for you. It was somewhere in between the last day of school and the first. Somewhere between morning and nightfall. Somewhere between Manhattan and the very tip of Long Island. Somewhere between the sand dunes and the shoreline, a 9-year-old girl stood, scanning the horizon like a hawk, like an Amazon warrior, like a cavalry captain, like Charlemagne on the morning before he took on his final enemy, the jellyfish. There were jellyfish on my beach, in my ocean, and that silhouette of a soldier, and that was me. I was the 9-year-old protector. I was the vanquisher of the venomous, the conqueror of the jellyfish, and I was armed with my plastic bucket and my legs which could hold against the tide and wait for one of those red and purple, translucent, throbbing bubbles of death. I was a man on a mission. The bucket was sword and shield. The hole was prison and redemption. There is no repentance. I had no guilt. I was risking life and limb to protect everything I knew to be sacred. But you have to understand, I really believed it was so. I lost count after 22. The movements became fluid, almost memorized. As day began to sink, and pink and orange began to creep their way into the crystal blue of the afternoon sky, I grew weary. Mom and Dad called from the beach. Time to turn my bucket. Time to stop killing the enemy and start thinking about what I wanted for dinner. That's when it hit. That one that got away. Quick like lightning, blinding like gunfire, piercing like the point of a spear. I was hit and I was down. I was down hard and fast. It was a hit and run. The jellyfish was gone before I had time to register pain. And the mark lasted all summer, like a railroad track on the back of my hand. A battle scar to mark the war I had fought. Somewhere between now and then, I learned that every move you make echoes outwards from somewhere, like a skipping stone on the ocean. It was what taught me that karma is as tangible as the taste of seawater. With the right sword and shield, we think we can fend off anger, fear, and hatred. If our legs are fast enough, we think we can outrun age, loss, and death. But we can always truly live as the master of all jellyfish.